Good morning. This is Around the House with Kay and Tom. With all the holidays coming on, I'm trying to think of casserole dishes that I can fix and I can keep. So all you got to do is put them back in the oven and heat them up. Today I'm going to make a squash and zucchini casserole. I'm using onion. I really wanted red onions, but I only had a half of one, so we're going to just use that half plus some onions. A can of cream of celery soup. And I'm going to sprinkle the top with breadcrumbs. So what we're going to do to get started is that we're going to wash it. You do not need to peel these things. You just need to wash them and slice them up. Okay, I'm going to finish slicing up this zucchini. And this slicer that I've got, I know it came from Kohl's many years ago, but it sure has been a handy dandy thing. Tom got it many years ago. So we've got our zucchini slice. So I'm just going to put it over here in a bowl until I can get the squash and all sliced up, and then I'm going to layer it in my casserole dish and spray it with Pam. I just don't like that spot on this squash. There we go. Sure doesn't take long to do this. The only thing is watch what you're doing. This thing will slice your finger before you can even think. And if you've noticed, I don't go right down to the bottom of it. For that simple reason. I have cut my oven on 350. Let that be heating while I'm doing all of this. And I know I'm going to get a comment from someone saying, "Oh, I thought sure you had sliced your finger." Alright, my oven has actually just beeped at me to tell me that it's got to 350. But it'll take me a few more minutes to get it all together. And we're going to do the onion right quick. And like I say, the reason I like a red onion is it is so pretty in there. Makes a pretty dish. And I think I'm going to put just a little bit more onion in it. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. Please subscribe to my channel. Offer me your comments. I like hearing from you. I like the suggestions they give me. And we're just going to slice up just a little bit of this white sweet onion. Alright. Now what we'll do is just set that aside. And I'll get my casserole dish. We're going to spray it with Pam. And what we're going to do now is we're just going to take and just put it in the bowl. And mix in the onions. Probably should have mixed the onions right on in this bowl too. I really wasn't expecting it to be quite this much. But let's just see, this is the largest casserole dish I have. And I'm going to use a can of cream of celery soup. You've got to have some kind of liquid over it. And I'm going to use a can of water. Thin this out a little bit. And just pour it over your zucchini, your squash, and your onions. Just make sure I get some of the, try to get it all down in there. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little breadcrumbs on top. I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil. Really looks like a good dish. We're going to bake it for 30 minutes. Then I'm going to come back, take the cover off of it, and let's see what we've got. And cook it probably 10 minutes after that without the cover on it. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to set my timer for 30 minutes and check it, just to make sure that it is getting done. Okay, this is cooked for 30 minutes. I took it out. It is not even close to being done. It's getting a little soft. We're going to put it back in there and cook it some more. I really think it's going to have to cook for maybe 30 more minutes at least. So we shall see. Okay, this has been cooking about an hour. So let's see what we have got. Well, let me see if it's... Oh yes, it is definitely done. So what I'm going to do now is put it back in the oven and turn it on broil for about 10 minutes and watch it. And so we're... Okay, I've just taken this zucchini squash casserole out of the oven. And it looks very tasty. It looks like it's got a little crust on the top. So let's just put a little bit in a bowl, because it won't be much eating on this for a while. And we shall see what we've got. It's definitely done. Definitely hot. Okay, I have put some salt and pepper on this. It's still a little hot, but it really is good. This is what it looks like. It's zucchini, squash, an onion, and some cream of celery soup. Now don't put much of the juice in the cream of celery. Don't make it but so thick, so runny, I guess what I'm trying to say, because your zucchini and your squash has water in it, but it still turned out real well. Again, Around the House with Kay and Tom. Hope you enjoyed this video. Join my channel. Come back to see me. Talk to you later.